Oh, yeah.
Guys, welcome back to Spooky Week.
Well,
And we're playing a spooky game that's similar to a game we're already playing on the channel, actually.
And it's made by the same people.
This isn't the Souls of Dark. This is the Born of the Blood.
Yeah.
Outsider like yourself.
I mean, technically, isn't everybody Bloodborne because they come out, like, common blood?
With a bit of Yharnam blood of your own.
I guess, but this is more in a Lovecraftian sense.
Hey, Goose, what were you doing in there?
I think it was Gremlin doing whatever those noises were. So yeah, because Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Demon Souls, bless you, those games are all more traditionally, like, Eastern fantasy. Just poop. Bloodborne is much more Victorian era, like Cthulhu kind of mythology. Like an aged woman named Poobles. That's more for stats.
Oh, okay. Well, what am I picking then? That one has the blood echoes?
Blood echoes are starting souls, basically.
Oh.
Go with one that's got a decent skill set. Or skill stat.
Okay, so that's 10, 10, 13. Yeah.
Troubled childhood.
Yeah, and aged. You know.
Yeah. With a young voice.
Yeah, why not? Mind your business. Big ol' head.
I don't think the head can get much bigger.
Big ol' titties.
Is that actually what that's doing? 'Cause I'm not really noticing any real difference in general. But what
She
is...
got big old titties. No, she do not. Fucking old ass. Ah, it's Spooky Week. We can have her be the color of pumpkin pie.
The pumpkin.
Ah, yes. The great-grandchild of...
Porkles, or
Porcus.
Porcus.
Oh my god.
What? Pale.
Ah, yes. More blue. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why, but that one's the most disturbing to me.
Fair. So she's an aged young woman?
Yes.
I see.
Apparent age is 0.
Okay.
This is like half of the fun of these games.
Just creating a character.
Fuck yeah. let's do like dark red for the mouth. What color hair is she gonna have?
I don't know. What color hair do you want to give them?
I don't know, but I'm trying to take it like, you know. Rude. I spent time.
Well, Goose disagrees.
Not him. He didn't do anything wrong.
You know, he still disagrees.
He's a little angel baby who's never done anything wrong in his life ever. Let's give her some real ugly hair. God, I hate it.
I mean, we probably won't be seeing much of their hair anyway. Hats are a pretty common equipment choice.
Yes. Beard color. Almost done.
Are you, though?
This bitch is kind of crusty. Girl, where is your scar? Hell yeah. You go, Grandma.
You might want to hit back or return.
There we go.
This is our creation.
Pooples.
Pooples. Great granddaughter of Porcus.
Yep. Carrying on the noble name.
Is she though?
Well, it starts with a P.
I guess. All of that for more cutscene.
Yep.
All signed and sealed.
Oh, Moosey.
What?
He's needing the blanket.
Yeah, he wants to get comfy.
He's just a little baby.
Whatever
I want to put him on my chest so bad.
I think it all clear.
I'd snuggle him, but I don't know if he would appreciate it.
He has to be in the mood to snuggle.
He does. He's very snuggly when he wants to. But when he doesn't, do not touch.
Well, it must have been a long transfusion. It's night now and the doctor's nowhere to be seen.
Okay, have you ever seen what a medieval transfusion, looks like?
Oh, hello, beastie.
Ew. Or, old school transfusions. They essentially had to, put it in, a fucking bucket and then, so we, drained it from a person into, a jar and then the jar into the person.
Foyer.
Pure.
And then little weird creatures.
Ew. I hate it.
Well, these things are gonna be the ones delivering the tips throughout the game.
I hate that. Why does that one have a vagina mouth?
Who knows?
That's gross.
You found yourself a hunter.
This is Pooples.
She's beautiful. Oh, hi, Moose Moose. He's like, no, you ruined it.
Just wakes up in this weird ass hospital.
My baby. Ew.
Yes, the only two tips we're given
I
as...
already know how to play it, though.
I know. As there's this beastie boy here.
Blech. Are you just punching it?
Yep.
You don't...
You don't have to get any weapons until you die.
Oh. Okay, here's the question. Is it, like, okay, you know that dude that we watch on YouTube sometimes is like, can you beat the game with X condition or whatever?
Yeah.
Has anybody ever tried to beat Bloodborne with just your fucking knife hands?
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, no.
But as you can see, that severely limits your damage.
Yeah. Knife hands.
Down. Down, bad dog. Oh, I got greedy. Yeah, sorry.
For that, you must hold the foot.
Foot.
Yep.
But now we awaken in the hunter's dream. Because all of this is like some weird metaphysical dream.
Neat. I love it.
Yeah, Dark Souls... No, actually, that's weird. Demon Souls in this game are big on the... Here's something put in front of you. If you die, oh well.
Yeah.
But Dark Souls... With the Dark Souls trilogy, they do expect you to get through the big thing they put in front of you.
Yeah.
This is the doll. She's inanimate right now, but she's basically going to be the, she's basically like the fire keeper.
Yeah.
She's gonna be the where we level up.
Okay, did you choose a cane as your weapon?
Yep.
Why?
Because Bloodborne is different in how it handles what. There's only two weapons. Sorry, there's not two weapons. There's two different. There's different varieties of weapons in the game, but there's significantly less in this game compared to like the Dark Souls universe. But
but like my question is, you're gonna beat them up with a fucking ratty ass cane?
Not quite.
Oh.
This is the thing that makes Bloodborne different from the Dark Souls trilogy. Every weapon is a trick weapon.
Did that just awaken something in me?
Every weapon in Bloodborne is called a trick weapon.
Yeah.
And they have two forms between them. The threaded cane is a cane, or it becomes a blade whip.
Did that just awaken something in me?
The other two weapons you can choose to start with. I've used them before, so that's why I kind of just want to do the threaded cane for this one.
Yeah.
But you find more weapons later. But in this game in particular, you will find... Oh, okay, that's right. Oh, he's got my fucking souls. You... Give those back.
Jesus.
Ooh, blood vials. Yeah, blood vials are your healing in this game.
Blood.
The other weapons you can start with are, I think it's called like a bone saw or something. I don't know. It's literally just you have a handle, and then over your hand is where the blade is.
Okay.
And its trick version is the blade extends.
Oh.
So then it's more like a conventional weapon. And the other one is an axe, where the regular version is a small axe in one hand, and the other version is like an extended handle for a two-handed axe.
Yeah.
And now we're in Old Yharnam, or Central Yharnam. Yharnam is going to be... It's pretty much the main point of the game.
Yeah.
You do branch out to go to other places, but Yharnam is kind of where everything is. Like a lot, like even like areas like the Cathedral District and that's all in Yharnam. And Bloodborne is a much more aggressive game than Dark Souls. Because you can't really see it now, but when I got hit before, there was a sort of... yeah, I didn't get hit, but when you get hit in Bloodborne, you do get... your health the part of the health bar that you lost kind of turns orange.
Okay.
And that's because you can win that health back by attacking enemies. So by being aggressive, you can get your health back.
Neat. A lamp.
Yep. The lanterns are basically the same thing as bonfires.
Yeah.
Except there's no option to just rest at a lamp. It's either you go back to the hunter's dream, or you turn it on, or you just ignore it.
No.
You know, this is what you don't see many friendly faces in this game. Most of them are just people in windows.
Yeah.
That guy's nice though. He came to Yharnam for basically the same reason our character did. Oh, yeah, we also have a gun.
Nice. Ooh, are we gonna go fight a boss?
I might be able to get Fire Priest.
No, I will not be taking any further questions at this time. I think when I played this, because some fucker at EB Games, when I was like going in just to look for games one day, I was like, oh, you know, just kind of looking around, he's like, oh, like, what kind of stuff do you like? I was like, I like history and I like vampires, and for some reason he thought this game was the game to recommend for me.
Yeah, it's a bit weird considering this isn't really a game with like it's got like werewolves, but
yeah. Oh, he big. Dude, did you just reach into his wound?
yes, one of the things with this game is the riposte attacks. If you're able to pull them off, great. If not, well, you do something. Not a lot, though. Riposte attacks in this game are you have to fire your gun, like, it's a parry, but with a gun. You're not actually parrying the attack, you're more interrupting theirs and catching them off guard. You don't, unless you're specifically building to play with the guns are not going to be a form of damage you rely on.
I don't remember what I was about to say. That wasn't important. But yeah, I got here-ish, and then gave up. I don't know. I don't have a lot of patience for games that are hard for the sake of being hard.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like, you know, again, like, I really enjoy, like, watching you play them. Because, like, I like the games and, like, the lore. My problem comes from the fact that, FromSoft seems to have this, like, thing where they want to make everything as hard as fucking possible.
Well, they definitely
And,
make
like-
the games to be as challenging as possible.
Huh?
So they definitely make the games to be as challenging as possible.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. It's just, like, I don't like when it's just challenge for the sake of challenge kind of thing. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I like when games have hard sections, for sure. But, like, my issue is just when it's like, okay, well, this is a little ridiculous at this point, and it doesn't feel like it's accessible to anybody who isn't, you know, like, who doesn't want to have that challenge and just wants to play it for, like, story or lore or stuff like that.
Oh, shit, I died.
You
But
know?
the funny thing is, it's actually not, what's her guy's name? The creator of these series, that's not his goal, is to make it inaccessible.
But that's what it feels like, though, sometimes. Because it's like, I can't... Like, obviously I'm not trying to speak for everybody who, like, tries the Soulsborne, Ring, Sekiro fucking game stuff. It's more just like, you know, as a newcomer, for example, right? If I pick up Dark Souls, like, it doesn't feel accessible to me. Because it's like, I'm not somebody who necessarily wants to be, like, insanely challenged in a game. Like, I play games for fun, for the most part. And not that, like, challenge isn't fun, because I do enjoy a challenge, and it's more... Like, when I'm playing a game, I'm playing more for fun and for, like, story and, like, the cool little bits of lore that get included and stuff. Not, like, yes, let's make this as complicated, or as, like, hard as it can be kind of thing. Without 100%, like, alienating people. Does that make sense? Like, do you kind of get what I'm trying to say, at least?
I get what you're trying to say. It's definitely not the intention of Dark Souls. Part of Dark Souls, like they're trying. I think it's been said that part of the design mentality in this series is more that it's trying to encourage the idea of perseverance in gameplay form. That it's hard, but it's meant to feel like it isn't insurmountable.
Oh, yeah, like, I feel like we watched a video where somebody, like, heard a quote from, like, the creator of the series or something. And, like, the guy who does the stuff at FromSoft. But, like, encouraging people to persevere. The problem with that, though, is that if you go too far... like, it can go too far in either direction, but if you go too far in the direction of, like, okay, well, we're gonna make it hard to make people want to do it, like, but not everybody is gonna want to keep going if it gets too hard.
Ah, fuck, I lost.
Right? Like, look at, like, and I'm not trying to, like, shit on anything here, Hunt, but, like, look at you with Elden Ring, for example. Elden Ring makes itself needlessly hard for no fucking reason by just bombarding you with bullshit. And it's like, but how... That's not fun for people, then. It doesn't make people... It doesn't endear people to your game.
No, I'm not going to argue that one, but it's also a different design mentality with Elden Ring than it is for the rest of the series. Only because...
Well, I was just using that as an example. It was
No, I know,
more
but
just,
it's...
you know...
But with the rest of the Souls series, part of it is that it is hard, but the idea behind it isn't so... It's also assuming you're doing this on your own.
Yeah.
And that's something that Elden Ring doesn't have for it. Because even if you're playing offline, the game is designed around fighting...
Cooperatively and stuff.
because unlike I am not doing well. That was a bad attempt. But like, because Elden Ring gives you, I can't remember what they're called. They're like, I think they're called the War Ashes or something. And they're basically like an NPC helper. You get those things pretty early on, and the game basically at that point, from that point on, assumes you're using them. Which is not great for boss design.
Yeah.
Because...
But it's like... you get what I'm trying to say, right? It's like, making things hard doesn't always it's like, doing something isn't always going to have the intended effect.
No, and that's correct. And you're right about that.
And again, I'm not trying to shit on them, because I think they're fucking masterfully done games. Like, you know, it takes a really fucking accomplished storyteller, or team of storytellers in these cases and stuff, you know, to come up with something that, like, it's not entirely based around story or lore kind of thing, right? But to have it, people get so invested in it when it's not based on that is a huge deal, right? You know, it's a really
My
big
God, I am not doing
accomplishment.
it.
And like, I think the FromSoft guys did an amazing job. It just, at least for me, and I'm not trying to say like everybody should feel like this, because like I absolutely understand I'm a little bitch when it comes to games sometimes. My issue is that it's like telling somebody the message of something doesn't maybe like, or it doesn't necessarily mean that's the message they're gonna receive.
No, that's fair.
So like for me anyway, I tried Dark Souls and I tried this and I was like, I cannot, like, I do not feel inspired to keep going when I feel like I can't get past it. Sorry, I feel like I've been talking too long and now I like don't feel great. So I'm gonna stop talking. But do you know what else stops talking?
I'm not doing well.
You know what else isn't doing well?
Is it the next episode of Three Dorks Plays?
Yes, the fuck it is.
Yeah, sir, stop.
Yeah, the next episode of Three Dorks Plays isn't doing well, guys, but you have a chance to change your fate. Change our fate.
Wait, there was different stairs here? I completely passed them every time. Anything up here? Stairs? Would you betray? Oh, it's just another. Ooh. Molotovs. Yeah, that's all I got.
Thanks for completely glossing over my joke. How dare.
I mean, does the Scottish joke really work in old Yharnam?
Yes. Well, it was more just like the joke that they have a chance to make sure that the next video does well.
I mean, it is entirely up to them.
It is entirely up to them. We have no choice in the matter.
Would you fail bloopers? Poopers? Pooplers? What was her name again? Pooples?
Pooples. Don't fail Pooples, guys. She believes in you. But we do not believe in her.
No.
And much like we're about to see in the Hunter's Dream, or we're much like how we're about to be in the Hunter's Dream again, we'll see you guys in the next one.